Hi, thank you for clicking on this video, and today I'm going to share with you Firestore CRUD in Flutter Web. I think this is a video that a lot of people are trying to find, and don't worry, I gotcha. I heard your prayers. Praise the Lord! Now, CRUD means create, read, update, and delete. This app is a Linktree demo setting. The tutorial is on top, and the create button, the update button, and the delete button is here. What I'm going to do is when I press on this plus button, a LinkedIn button will be added in my links, and then I'm going to edit this new video because it's an error. So let me edit this into a new video, and I think I'll probably delete this because this is all my social links. So let me delete that, and tada, you have CRUD inside Firestore in Flutter Web. Amazing! Now this is going to be a quick guide. It's not really a beginner guide, so for those who are experienced in Flutter, this is for you. First of all, you need to download the Firebase core as a dependency inside your pub/spec YAML file. Actually, Firestore CRUD functions for Flutter Web, it's inside Firebase core dependency, and once you have that, go to the index.html file in your root directory web folder. What I mean by that is, under your root directory, click on web and you see the index.html file. This is where you insert the script src file for Firebase app and Firebase Firestore. How do you get that is you can go to the Firebase settings and you can see here the script src here, and you just copy everything here and place it here. Next up, in order for you to use Firestore is to have this firestore.js file. I have all of these steps in the description down below. Like it if you think this is very helpful. Next up, we go to the main.dart file, and what you need to do is you need to import a package, the Firebase package. And the thing about the Firebase.dart file is actually a JS interop, or basically a translation of the JS function into Dart. And it is just a bunch of functions. It is not under a class or umbrella class of Firebase. So what I did was to import it as a Firebase keyword, and it looks like a class. You need to make sure that you have your Firebase apps as not empty. If it's empty, then you have to initialize with the API key and all of the keys inside your Firebase settings SDK, which is here. Alright, so you just copy all of this here and paste it over here. Next, we are now going to mess around with the Firestore functions. First of all, this whole setting page is actually under a stream builder. So it requires you a stream in order for you to load all of this thing. In order for you to get the Firestore stuff, what you need to do is you need to initialize Firestore and Firebase together. This is something that I do. I think you can just use Firebase, but for me, I have to use the Firestore classes because I like my functions and my variables to be typed. The same thing, Firebase and Firestore. Yeah, I changed my mind, so I put as FB and FS for my keyword. And this is the most important part for you to use your Firestore functions. You have to initialize a variable and with the type fs.firestore. So this is a class that they have inside the Firestore package, and Firebase actually returns you a Firestore package according to the app that you have initialized, and it will return you a Firestore. Next up, in order for you to use a stream, what I did was I have to return a collection of links, and the links return me all the different documents with the title and URL. So all of these are my links. In order for you to return a stream after a collection, you have on snapshot, and this will return you a stream of queries. And then what you can do is you can manipulate it, or if you want to have a future, then you will just use a normal get. And this is how I load out my streams. It's per normal. It has data, circular, indicator. So if I were to refresh this whole thing, it will load and it will show me all the links that I need or get from. Collection that I have is a links document, and then I just return them as buttons that I have. Next up, what I'm going to show you is how to create a document and firestore.collection links.add. So this is very familiar Cloud Firestore package for the Flutter mobile development. So like again, you use firestore.collections and then the collection name and then add. You add in the data that you want to add. Let's add in TikTok. Our URL will be this. So once you add it will show. So Stream Builders nicely shows the updated version of your Firestore documents, which I really like. Next, we are going to update, and update is the same. So you have the collection and it requires you a document ID to update its data. Alright, so let me grab the document ID and let's update it to TikTok Talk. Okay, let's save this. So if you click on the edit button, then we change the TikTok to TikTok Talk. Okay, next is now we don't want the TikTok document because it's cringy as well. I do have a TikTok account and it's pretty cool actually.
Let me tell you a secret on how to lose weight. If you eat more than you exercise, you gain weight. If you eat and exercise the same, you maintain weight. If you exercise more than you eat, you lose weight. Simple!
Yep. So it's pretty simple. Also have the collection of the links with the document ID and you're going to delete it. So once you delete, the TikTok Talk will disappear. Alright, so one thing that you need to take note is that Flutter Web is in beta and there's a lot of bugs that they are still fixing it, which I really appreciate. So one thing I found out was that when your Flutter Web is trying to build and it's just loading for a very long time, what you need to do is you have to go back to your index.html file and then you have to delete all your JS file except for this file and you run it. So any file that requires Firestore, right, will have an error. So that means you have reloaded the app. Next thing is you just put back the Firebase Firestore script inside your index.html and save it and rerun again. So actually for me, that helped a lot in debugging those annoying long loading which they are still figuring out. That's it. If you think this video is helpful, like this video, subscribe for more videos on Flutter Web and many more things that I do and question about live. And that's about it. Have a nice day. Bye bye.